Welcome back, everyone. How you doing? Just checking in again. Just continuing on with the series. Again, still thinking about Zimbabwe a lot more now. Literally every day. It's shower thoughts at this point. I believe I'm. I believe I'm probably responsible to some degree. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but if you've also been kind of obsessed, maybe, or like very interested in the current economic, uh, state of Zimbabwe, and maybe you believe you want to you might also believe that you could play a part in switching the whole thing up, right? So, anyways, yeah, this is partly why I've been thinking about it. But I discovered a new show called Friday Drinks. It's these Zimbabwean analysts, I believe, business owners and economists, Tinashe, George, and Rufaro. Brilliant guys. So it's a great show. And again, I didn't mention that it's probably very important to learn economics as much as possible. Like, really, it's the time to make use of my youth and anyone else. Really, I mean, all time is valuable, right? But at this time, it's probably very important that I learn economics, physics, chemistry, mathematics, all these sciences, and just the best ways to reason, think, and execute, right? So, yeah, I need to learn from the greats. Anyways, so I spoke about offers in a previous video, right? And the reason I'm making this video is somewhere I guess in watching these Friday drinks videos, I kind of also thought, what? Okay, despite the political and I guess political infrastructure that's in place for foreign direct investment, which we know we need forex. There's also another little bit of a part there where you might say, and I think I also got this from Friday drinks, is someone made the case, I believe it was Eddie Cross, that we actually don't we're not in any shortage of forex, let's say USD. But maybe I think he was alluding to something along the lines of how it's allocated is probably more important. However, we were in like debts as well, and I think we're spending more than we're bringing in. So, to some degree, we probably still need foreign direct investment. I might just have gotten him wrong there, but ideally, what I want to speak about again is office, right? So, the first point that I was thinking about is despite the economic landscape in the way it is right now, the political infrastructure, could we still make a compelling case to drive in foreign currency into the country? Right? So there are two communities that we want to kind of focus on here, the, the government and the business community. Right? So government policymakers in particular are the referees, and then the business people are the players in the game, right? We know that's not good for the referees to be in the game, but whatever. Okay, so the government's trying to like make decisions and policies that are the best for every single stakeholder in question, right? Associated with Zimbabwe. So citizens, investors in and out of Zimbabwe, etc. And business is regulated by the government, right? Policymakers in some way. So, okay, despite what we have right now, because I don't know the exact particulars, but I know that, for instance, if you were to bring in forex anyways, right? So even if you were an outside investor and you wanted to invest in Zimbabwe, it's difficult for you to get your funds outside of Zimbabwe. And that's important for a few reasons, right? Anyways, the line of thinking I want to take on is despite all of those things, right? That's that one of the ideas of you can't take your money out. Can you still make a compelling offer to an investor such that they're willing to put their money into your country, into your project, right? And then they can get something in return that is, again, compelling enough for them to put the money in anyways, because that's what we need. Can we still make the country, you know, better off with what's currently, happening? I know we have issues with the rates and the auction system is complicated, or it's not the most optimal way of distributing USD. Exporters can't really access enough capital to continue production, let's say for instance, or they have to surrender too much of their USD if they go with that route. So, okay, that said, the idea is perhaps what if maybe we're not being smart enough on that end? How could we approach bankers and anyone who, I mean, right now I know people actually that are sitting $6 million liquid and don't know where else to put their money, right? Yes, they like maybe they're putting it in restaurants and indexes and stuff like that, but the rate of return you can get in some of the uh, projects in Zimbabwe that you could take on are very high. I could say even as high as 10x easily. So, and I it sounds ridiculous, but I really believe that. I made the case that time in another video too that one player in the copper industry, let's say, was manufacturing and mining it, could probably do a run rate of $300 million. Now, I'm really excited to try and go after that type of stuff and watch it get into fruition. Yes, I might be in for a lesson too, but I've watched my dad too, so I know it's possible. Not that he's done that, but I can see how it's possible. And that's just like copper. And we're not even talking about other abundant metals and, and minerals within the country, other industries, other sectors. So, yeah, without making this too long, I guess the question now is I need to really figure out and understand all the conditions in which someone can make an investment into Zimbabwe, right? Just pouring money into it. How can they do that? What would be the most attractive way of structuring it as the business owner so that the person can make the investment and feel like this is worthwhile? Yeah. Now, hopefully there are answers to that. Because if there aren't, and if any and all uh, cases you can make for an investor, any and all offers you can come up with are not compelling enough, then we're really screwed. Then maybe the political uh, or the policies need to change a little bit to make it more attractive for investors. Anyways, these are just thoughts. Just thought I'd try it out and share it. But yeah, I hope you are getting how I'm trying to tie in offers to foreign direct investment. Cheers.